Welcome back, everyone. This is Jennifer, and today I'm going to be planning out the week of August 21st through the 27th in my Erin Condren hourly canvas planner. Okay, so we're going to jump right in. Here's what I'm working with. It is PlannerKate kit MK-538. I have some of the add-ons, including these strip headers, and then some basic labels, the day and date dots, the dash labels, the scalloped dashed labels, and the wide washi. And then for the main weekly listing, I do have sheet A, which is the full box sheet, sheet B, which is the washi, sheet C is the sampler, and then sheets D, E, and F are all checklists made specifically for different types of planner. I use sheet D, which is made for the EC hourly, plumb vertical, and the EC A5 horizontal. So make sure you check which sheet you're getting if you use a different type of planner. I'm sure Kate makes the exact alignment that you need. Okay, I think I'm ready. Let's just peek back where we're at. This was back to school week, so I mentioned in this specific plan with me, life was going to get back to being quite busy, and yes, that is true, and the same thing is probably going to be true for this week as well. I'm gonna start with the date headers, and I'm gonna apologize. There is a fly that is driving me absolutely batty, flying around my office, and I can't seem to get him, to catch him. So if you see him or hear him, I apologize. But I wanna sit down and plan and not try to hunt down the fly. Oh, okay. The other thing is my filming schedule is going to be kind of back to the weekends, which you probably won't notice at all because I still plan to post some sort of other video on Mondays, and then all of these weekly plan with me's will be live on Thursdays. It's just different for me personally on my side with the when I film, because I don't really have time a lot during the week, and when I edit, but I still have plenty of time to make that happen by Thursday. So it is currently a Saturday as I'm planning this, and in the summertime, you know, I was really getting a lot done during the week, but when you work basically a 9 to 5, sometimes that's what happens, is we end up doing our content creation on the weekends. Okay, I really love this floral washi, the orange, and typically I would use, see, there's the fly, I told you he would show up. I would use a thinner washi up here, but I just love this one so much that that's the one I'm going to use. I think this kit is absolutely gorgeous. And since this is a newer planner, I'm doing the whole flip back and forth because there's not very many pages on the left-hand side right now. So bear with me. Here in a minute, once I get this washi down, I think we can maybe stay pretty much with an opened book. I like to have the book open when I'm planning because I like to check alignment and kind of see how the whole spread is looking, not just half of it, if that makes sense. Okay, let's get that down. And typically I've been like taking this bottom washi all the way across, but since I have that up here, I cut it off with the date headers there on the left, which I think looks fine as well. Okay, the skeleton is down. That went down really fast. Now let's go ahead and look at work meetings. I am going to put all of them in here. If you're not familiar, I am a special ed administrator, coordinator, director, whatever you want to call it, for our district, and I don't ever put confidential information down in this planner, especially because obviously I'm sharing it with the world on social media, but I do like to just have an overview of the week in here. So all of the details for all of my 504 IEP meetings go in my work planner that stays typically at work. And that of course has student names, date of birth, information, all of that, but this one won't. Just wanted to throw that out there in case you were wondering. So Monday, I am going to start out with a teacher meeting. I have a teacher in district that just wants to kind of touch base with me about one of her kiddos that she has in class. So I'm going to just label that 815 teacher, and I'll know what that means. And then I also have, it looks like 2 504 meetings that day as well. And I'm going to use these larger labels because those meetings typically run at least about an hour long. And we'll go ahead and do another orange one and save the blue ones for another day during the week. And then actually, before I move on, I better put these down so I remember what day of the week they go on. My brain power is limited and I will forget. Okay, moving on to Tuesday, it's actually an IEP meeting. And we'll use one of these blue labels. Wednesday is going to be an open day for me, and then Thursday I have another IEP meeting towards the end of the day. Sometimes using just like these basic labels that there's like no frill, it's just a plain box. I really like how crisp and clean that looks. All right. Friday, I have a couple of things. Looks like I have 2, so I'm going to use the remaining 2. Well, I have 3, but I want the same color, so I'm going to use the blue one. My first one for Friday is a 9 a.m. meeting, and that is another 504 meeting. And then we have a 10 o'clock right after that. And then I'm going to use one of these skinny labels. I'm just anticipating all of the referrals that I need to go through that are due and coming up. So I want to make mental note of that because that kind of starts the special ed timeline, and I know that I'm going to have several coming through my desk. And I'll probably do that after our meetings. So we'll put that down here. Okay. Now, the other thing is, before I move into other plans, is I've been kind of pulling some sort of other PlannerKate sticker to use with my kits. This week here are all of these L labels. And then the previous 2 weeks, I tried to pull in some of the black and white icons with the KF stickers. I used a lot of the KF stickers this week. So what I was thinking is for this week, I would pull my doodle stickers. So I have 3 albums of those, and I kind of need to go through and organize them by sheet number. But these are just all of the doodles. So I might be pulling stickers from this. I haven't used these in quite a while, and I want to because I love them. So I have those sitting up off of the camera. And yeah, let's go ahead and move on. So I'm going to reference my master calendar off to the side now that I have my work schedule in, just so you guys know, I guess, how it works, because I get questions about this. This is my master calendar, so as soon as something happens in real time, it goes on this, which is always with me. And then my work schedule is all on my phone. We do utilize Google for our district, so even if I don't have my work planner here, that's how I know when all of those work meetings are. And then now that I've referenced my phone for the work, I can reference this and get some of those out of the norm things down, and then I'll go into the things that typically happen, you know, pretty much every week. Okay, the first and really only thing is that on Tuesday I have my next eye appointment. I was diagnosed with a rare eye disease this summer, and I'm excited to go to this one. It's a scan of my eye just to see if the medicines are doing what they are doing. And let's see if we have a doodle that has some like sort of glasses or something I can use there. Okay, so there is this sheet of glasses. I'm not really checking my glasses per se, it's just my eyeball, because my glasses are fine and they will not help. It won't help my situation if I get like a different script or whatever. I've had people ask that too, but good enough, right? This will work. I'm going to use one of these half boxes and put this kind of up at the top and centered. And that meeting, can you tell I have meetings on the brain? That appointment is at 3:10. And it might take a while. I do have to get my eyes dilated and all that jazz. So we're gonna put that right here. And like, oh, look, I said it's the only thing out of the norm. It's not on Monday, it's on Tuesday. Okay, so we have that down. That's the only thing that's really out of the norm. And now we can talk about the things that happen every week. So one of those things is my son's Taekwondo practice, and I'm gonna use some of these stickers off the sampler, these decorative labels here. So we have a practice option on Monday night and Wednesday and Thursday. And we'll go ahead and pop these down on those nights. And then I was looking through my doodle binders, and I found these that I really wanted to incorporate, and it might seem a little extra, but I am going to use these paper clips on all of those meetings that I already put in, just as a little something extra. I think it looks really cute. And then I can use like these coordinating colors with the orange on the orange and the blue obviously on the blue. So let's get those down. And then I was looking at, again, the doodles, and I have this homework sheet. Now I want to use, I think, just this tracker here, and maybe use one of these on top of that. My son is in 4th grade and they do have homework. Basically Monday through Thursday, and never on a Friday or the weekends. So I'm just gonna go ahead and check those off. And then if I find another tracker here, I might, or another sticker to use with this tracker, I might go ahead and utilize this bottom one. Actually, I think I want to do lunches, and I have this sheet here with the colorful lunch bags. Oh, I also have it in this kind of all regular brown paper bag situation. I think I'll do that one. So I have been trying to also, maybe we can put this here because we're not going to use the weekend. I have been trying to make sure that I pack my lunch instead of just eating out during my lunch break. This week I did really well and took my lunch Monday through Thursday, ate out on Friday, which was a nice little treat, and I want to try to do the same thing here. Obviously Saturday and Sunday won't apply because I won't be at work. So I thought that was a cute way to use these trackers that are already pre-printed on the Erin Condren hourly layout. And I do want to put down like the weekend banner, and I thought I would use this wide washi and make it just a little bit thicker. I think last week I used a standard size washi to do this, but I just kind of like how that looks. And then I can put things, layer stickers on top of this if I need to. Just such a pretty wide washi. I could not incorporate it into my spread. And then we'll use this weekend banner off of the sampler. I think that looks really cute. All right, let's fill in with some church things. And I think I'm gonna use maybe these scallops, and I need to go through my doodles again and see if I have anything for church. And I do have church stickers. This is such a good way to use these up. Feels good. Sometimes I have stickers that sit, and I am not the type to hoard. I like to use them. It's just sometimes I forget what I have or how they're organized or whatever. So this feels nice. Church sticker on the scallop. So at 7 o'clock on Wednesday, we will have a small group. And then when I look at Sunday here, I don't want to use too many church stickers right back to back. So I'm going to use the same combination for this sermon, but then use just a smaller one for group, which is at 8:30. And then the sermon will be at 9:30. And we'll get those down. And then the last thing that's kind of routine is my cleaning schedule. And I want to use these ombre or full boxes for that. So it looks like this current week is zone 4, which means this is zone 5. Zone 5 is the family room. And I'm going to put those tasks on one of these ombre kind of half box situations. So we'll do the windows. My son actually loves cleaning windows, which cracks me up. So maybe he will do that for me. We will do a quick vacuum and dust. And I have some plants in there that need repotted. I think I said this before. That didn't happen. So we're gonna move it to this week. And I know that I have to have a cleaning sticker. And we have these. Doesn't even look like I have used many of them. And I have a transfer of this little thumbtack. Okay, let's put this down. Let me think about where this is gonna go. Because typically I do it on Tuesdays, but after my eye appointment, I am not sure that I will feel up to that. I might do it Wednesday because typically I get home just a little bit earlier on Wednesdays, just how the days work out. And we'll layer a doodle right there for the cleaning. And I think I want to label that zone 4 or family room with this little header. Yes, I like that. Okay. And then for the weekend, we do a weekly reset. And I'm going to use this larger full box and just write weekly reset up here. Okay, so that will be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It kind of goes over all of those. I'm just going to put it down here on Friday evening. And the last thing that I need to mark as I'm looking at the dates here is that payroll has to go out at church. And I think I'll use just one of those simple labels and get that down. And that is the last thing. I will kind of do a brain dump and fill out my sidebar later, but I do like how this situation turned out over here with the pre-printed trackers. I hope you enjoyed the video. I appreciate you being here, and I'll see you back next time.